Hey guys, now that the holidays are over, I can get back on the bike. Didn't get a lot done over the holidays. I made a bench that I could put some of my equipment on, but that's about it. Didn't do a whole lot except for make some bracing to hold the bike up when it's all mocked up. Now I'm putting the bike back together just mock-up wise so I can make some new pieces. Like I'm going to be working on the exhaust today. I'm going to mount it on the bike, and I picked up a set of rear sets off of a 1992 CB1, and I'm going to go ahead and make some brackets to mount these to the bike. Now it's going to take a little bit of fabrication to make these work, considering that the CB1 had a hydraulic rear brake, and of course I'm going to a mechanical style drum brake. So I'm going to have to modify the brake one to make it work. And the clutch one, I'll have to modify a little bit. The arm that came off of these goes right onto the shifter shaft of the motor, so that worked out good. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and start getting to work here. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting some brackets off, things like that, and I'll make some brackets. Okay? So one of the things I was looking at was ideas for doing the exhaust, and I was kind of coming up with an idea of curvature and all that neat stuff, and I found that the stock exhaust headers really had the right curvature and the things that I really wanted. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the mufflers off, and that way I just have the header pipe, and I'm going to bring it down and mount it to the bike, and then figure out how I'm going to build the piping from there. But we're going to go ahead and start with the original stock manifold or stock exhaust header and go from there. Okay? So here we go. And so they don't look stupid, I'm going to go ahead and mount the other one in the vise and cut it at the same length. So I'm starting with two pieces that look the same. Somebody has butchered these things, kind of hacked them and welded them up, and kind of done some damage to them, trying to make them so the length is right about there. Okay, a little heads up where I'm at so far. I cut off the other brackets that I thought I may need and started grinding them down. And next up, I'm going to go ahead and make the brackets that will attach these to the bike. I still got grinding to do right there, but I pretty much figured out what I'm going to have to do to mount these, and I'm going to have to cut that ear off right there. But they're going to pretty much go about like that, right there. So next step is some cardboard templates, and I'll make the brackets for those. But for now, I'm going to take a dinner break. So we'll be back with more video later. Alright, well, I got a lot accomplished today. One of the problems I do have with my neuropathy is after a while my hands really start to hurt, so I'm going to call it a night. I'll show you what I got done though, so you get an idea of what's going on. I got the rear tail section, I got the brackets that I didn't need cut off and ground down smooth. Realized I didn't need all the old brake brackets that were on there because, well, they're going to be adapted into my new rear sets. Made some templates and I got ready to cut them out on a piece of steel, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. I got the headers bolted back on and the mufflers cut off, and I'm going to make some brackets, come up with some brackets and some tips. I got a couple different chrome tips here. I haven't figured out which one I'm going to use yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll give you an idea of what it'll look like. I'm either going to go with something like that, with the angled out, or the slash cut. I'm not sure. But I'm going to make some pipe expansions for right here to adapt to the larger size pipe there, and I want to make an extension that comes out so it'll sit pretty much like that. But I have to get the rear sets on first, that way I know where everything's going to sit. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to call it a night. My hands are really starting to hurt, and I'm pretty much out of medication for them. So until next week, I should have some ideas what's going on with the exhaust by then, and I should have the brackets cut out and drilled and ready to go on the bike. So I will see you next week.